that's no fun, no. Sure ain't no fun, oh no. 'Cause I think what would happen if the other man thinks the same? Then bullets fall like rain. It's no fun, no. No, it's no fun. Oh, I see greed and I see selfishness. Every man is for himself. Only you give down to them, Father, 'cause they listen to no one else, no. Come down, Father, come down. I beg you, come down, Father, come down, Lord. Talk to the hearts of those responsible. Let them know their actions are despicable. Remind them that it's you who wear the crown. Come down, Father, come down, yes. I beg you, come down, Father, come down. Oh, come down, Father, come down, yes. Come down, Father, come down, yeah. Watching the time, how the people are moving and murmuring to myself. Woe unto the ones who think that you can do these wrongs and get away. Woe unto you, and watch out for your day. I wish it never had to be the way I see this world running. Shouldn't have to be. 'Cause now everyone's cup is full with hate and overflowing. Father, I know things have gone wrong, yeah. It's wickeder than before. Really believe we could have run things, but it not look so anymore, no. Come down, Father, come down. I beg you, come down, Father, come down. Father, come down, Father, come down. I beg you, come down, Father, come down.
Yes, indeed. On a Tuesday evening, we're back with Caribbean Extravaganza. How you doing, folks? It's been a while. Sharon, how you doing? Ready for tonight? Big things happening up in here. Yeah. Okay, so in the background, sounds of none other than Come Down Father. So I hope the Father's been coming down. You know, we're calling the Father down today. So we're back this evening, and we have quite a lineup for you this evening, and I want you to stick and stay. Don't you touch that dial. This is Caribbean Live TV, of course. This is a Caribbean Extravaganza. Okay. So, Sharon, what's going on? It's been a while, huh?
It's been a while. I mean, how are you? I mean, it's been, what, a couple of weeks? I haven't seen you.
Well, you know, sometimes you go off to Jamaica and you just got to stay a little while, you know. I got wind that the hurricane was coming. That's why I came back.
Beryl run you?
Beryl forced me back.
Them said Beryl run you out of town.
yeah. But on a more serious note, we want to just keep praying for those folks that are down there in the Caribbean, all over the Caribbean, you know.
Yes, that are affected.
That were affected. And you know, we're praying that the recovery phase has been set in. I know we're sending a lot of stuff from here, from the United States down. I know Georgia has its own little thing going, and so forth like that. A coalition from Atlanta, they had a meeting yesterday, and everybody's now centralizing, and we're figuring out how to get the things down to the various islands, and have them cleared off the wharf. That's because it doesn't make any sense for us to get them down there if they can't get off the wharf. Okay, but that's a story for another time. So we're going to get started this evening on Caribbean Extravaganza. And guess who we have in the house today? We have two lovely young ladies, Miss Danette John and Miss Keisha Lipscomb. Okay, I hope I'm pronouncing these names correctly.
Right. Yes,
And folks, they're netball players.
Ballers.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. So guess what? We have the netballers in the house today, and they're gonna tell us a little bit about netball here in the USA. And just fill us in. You know, we know about basketball and we've heard about cricket or soccer stays on our mind all the time. But back in the Caribbean, you know, netball is the thing. You know, so we are glad to have you here this evening. And go ahead and introduce yourselves.
All right, good evening, everyone, and thank you for having me. My name is Danette John. I'm the current Southeast Regional Director for USA Netball. I'm also the president of Georgia State Netball Association.
And I am Keisha Lipscomb. I am the current vice president of the Georgia State Netball Association. So,
Okay,
Heavy
wow.
duty. Heavy duty. Wow. Man, so Mr. President, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
When did the whole netball thing get started? Because I hear different versions of it. And and when did you exactly get into that role? I mean, and what are you doing here in Georgia and
Well,
at large?
Okay, so the history of netball is that in 1895, Miss Clara Bear, I believe she was a teacher in New Orleans. I got the rules, or tried to get the rules from the originator of basketball.
All right.
And misconstrued, that's the story I was told, misconstrued the rules. And here we have, that's why we end up with no backboard on our rims, and we have 7 players, and only certain players can go a certain area
Yes.
of the court,
Yes.
Right.
right? However, then netball was actually first played in London.
Okay, really?
Really?
Yes, yes. And then most of spread to all of the British colonies and Australia,
Okay.
which is predominantly what it is today. However, I would say we, meaning we Caribbean people,
Say yep.
yes,
Say yes.
Yeah, this is Caribbean extravagance.
yes, we Caribbean people have
Yeah.
been carrying the mantle
Nice.
here in the U.S. because USA Netball started in the 1980s, I believe.
Yep.
And the name of the team is the Flying Eagles. As for netball in Georgia,
Yes.
that was started in 1990s, where they would play anywhere that there was a free space in the parking lot and there were lights. They would use cars to, separate the parking lot so that they would be able to play freely without interruption.
Okay.
But then DeKalb County blessed us
All right.
with 2 courts at Wade Walker Park, I believe 25 years ago.
about 15.
About
No,
15.
I was gonna say after
About
I moved here.
15.
Okay.
About 15. I stand
About
corrected.
Yes.
About 15.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And which we still utilize today,
Yes.
right? So we currently have a summer league
All
going
right.
on. We play again on Sunday, starting at 5:30. So come on out and cheer us on. Bring your cooler and your chair, and come and enjoy the game. We are also here to promote a Premier League launch, which is hosted by USA Netball.
Wow.
Because here, guess what? Georgia is now the hub for netball.
Okay.
USA Netball is the word I'm looking for.
The main
Organization.
Okay.
Yes.
Right,
in,
right.
in
You
the
said- you said it
US,
right.
for the
hub.
USA.
Yes.
The hub.
Yeah.
You said it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So because of that, the launch is happening here from
Yes.
August 16th to the 18th.
All
Nice.
right.
So we're here to spread the word because we're looking for some serious partners to partner with us
Yes.
so that we could spread the word.
Get the word out.
Yes. There's also a petition going around for to get netball as an Olympic sport
All right.
Wow.
in 2032.
Yeah.
Love that.
There's a
Really?
big push to do that.
Okay.
because netball is played by 20 million people
Of course.
in over 80 countries,
Yes.
but we're not in the Olympics.
So all you guys got to do is push hard. You know, if table tennis can be in,
Right.
why can't netball
Pick a
be in?
ball.
I was gonna say
Handball,
They just can't-
pickleball, right.
Have
They-
you
they just
seen cricket?
Yes.
Have you
well,
seen that stadium they built in New York for the T20?
Oh my
yeah,
gosh,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're striving to that type level of relevance
Okay.
in the U.S. And the only way we can do that is by doing programs like this,
Yes.
doing outreach, you know, including the young people, because that's one of our initiatives as well,
Yes.
is a youth program.
That's great.
Yeah, because I don't play anymore. I'm more of on the administrative
Side.
level.
That's all right.
that's fine.
Yes.
It's all good.
And the Premier League is it's a launch for the 2025 season.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna showcase our athletes and the talent we have. We have amazing athletes. It's gonna feature 3 different divisions. So you're gonna see international, mixed, and female divisions. So you're gonna see top talent teams compete
Yeah.
leading up to the 2025 season. And so we want spectators to come out and support and engage. If you guys are interested locally here, we have teams. You can come out. We're always at Wade Walker Park. And, you know, the USA, they have a national team
Okay.
that competes nationally. They're always looking for top-tier athletes
Okay.
as well. The male division, they also compete. They'll be competing in a championship in St. Kitts and Nevis coming up as well. So lots of positive things going on in netball that we want to make sure we highlight. And
So the question that I'm asking then is, how are the teams picked? Is it like the Cal versus Lawrenceville versus Snellville?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, they're clubs.
they're clubs. Yeah,
Right.
they're individual clubs. You can join any club you want. If you have enough people and you want to form your own team, we welcome that as well.
Okay.
The more teams, the merrier. And we have a board. We have a technical director,
Okay.
and we do USA Netball. Also provides like umpire clinics and training and things like that.
And we have one coming up on July 27th.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have
Oh.
an umpire clinic. So
Yes.
great resources and tools for those looking to get interested in the sport. I mean, ultimately, netball is a sport, but we focus on empowering women, male, fitness, and in our community as well. Like, we're very involved
Yes.
with our community.
Yes.
So we emphasize all those things. So
I have a challenge for you, ladies. And so the wheels are turning while you were speaking. The wheels were really turning. And you're going to tell the public where they can find you, how they can find you. I know you mentioned, forming your own teams. But have you thought of introducing netball to schools? I mean, and are there schools in Georgia that actually are playing netball or are interested in getting netball in their school as a sport that's that's available to the students?
there has been a push before to get netball into the school system.
Yes.
We've offered summer programs for youth before. So it's something we're trying to revitalize our youth programs. So
Okay.
Yes.
we definitely, if you have youth out there that are
Yeah.
interested, that you want to get them back, involved in fitness during the summertime,
Yeah.
a safe haven for kids,
Yes.
just,
Yes.
keeping them busy and
Occupied,
just
huh?
occupied.
Yeah.
Definitely reach out to us. We have programs that we're forming and specializing just for
And
them.
and in the push, we're really seeking more strategic partners that could help us to accomplish those goals.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this is another reason why we're using, and thank you to you, Pastor Rob and Sharon, for
Yeah.
having us this evening.
So,
And where can they reach you though? So
Yeah. So
where can they, they can locate it? Because if there are
Yeah.
people listening right now who want to bring netball, make it relevant, come back, because make it come
So-
back.
yeah.
USA Netball Premier League information, you can find that on Facebook and Instagram, USA Netball. Easy to find, and website is usanetball.org.
Right.
Locally, if you're looking to partner with GSNA and make it, come out and play, we're GSNA Netball on Instagram. Easy to find as well. Feel free to DM us.
Yeah.
Things like that. We have actually an upcoming fundraiser,
That's what I was
Yes.
which is a soca fitness class featuring Patrice Peters.
Yes,
If
Patrice.
you're
Yes.
local, you know Patrice.
Yes,
And
everybody
you
know
know
Patrice.
about her fitness classes.
That's right.
So we will be doing that out Wade Walker Park. We welcome
Yeah.
everybody to
July
come out.
20th.
July
at 6.
20th at 6 p.m.
Only $10.
And
Oh,
only
nice.
$10. You can bring the kids, get a
Right.
good workout in, have some fun, and definitely join in. With USA Netball, you can donate right on the
The
website,
Okay.
right to the cause.
That's
And,
great.
Awesome.
we definitely need your support to kind of keep this push going
Yes.
and keep netball alive. We want to make sure that this is here for the next generation. We don't want the sport to just die with us.
Yeah.
You know,
And it won't.
Yeah,
It won't.
Yeah,
And even if you've never played a sport,
Yeah.
come on out.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
And we have very capable trainers
That's good.
who can teach you the sport. If you played volleyball,
Yeah.
if you played basketball,
Well,
that's right.
pretty much got the
yes.
Right.
skill set for netball.
You have
Yes,
relatable
yes.
skills, transferable
Good
skills.
transferable
Of course.
skills.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, well, if I might just want to come down one Sunday evening and to Wade Walker Park, as you said, and just watch some good netball games.
You will
Yes.
have. It,
You will not be alone.
No.
Yes.
I mean,
I
we
love it.
find that the crowds are getting bigger on a Sunday,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
and
That's
we're
great.
enjoying that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, cheering, loud cheering.
Wow.
yeah.
And it's becoming a family atmosphere.
Sweet. Okay, so
On a
it's
Sunday.
not a competitive thing going on a Sunday yet.
It
Oh,
is.
no, oh no, it's
It is.
competition.
I was gonna say.
It is.
We
so,
have
So you
it
give away
is.
a trophy at the end of the season or something like that. That's what I'm
Yes.
asking.
Right. So there is an award at the end of the season, but we have top tier athletes
Whoa,
in
serious
Georgia. We
netball,
have
is that?
serious
Yes.
netball in Georgia.
Okay,
So
all right.
yes,
That's great.
it is exciting games. No different than, to be honest, watching the WNBA.
Yeah, absolutely.
I promise you, you're gonna come out and you will
Yeah.
be impressed. You come down to the Premier League, you will be impressed.
All
Yeah, there's
right.
some key players, because there's some that I know of. This was years ago when they played, and I've seen them, a couple of them, but it's kind of sort of like you said, fizzled out a little bit. So now it's making a comeback, so to speak, right?
Let me tell a quick story.
Yes.
So the league started,
Yes.
and a young lady showed up, never seen the game before, but it so happened that she was a former NCAA basketball player. And she got excited and said, well, why don't you register? And she quickly did with my team. And then I saw how the game was going. I went over and I said, I wish you had your sneakers. I would put you in. And she said, but I have my sneakers. And she ran to the car, came and played. I had to tell her, well, you cannot pass that line.
That's good.
So I put her
Get
in
some
as goal
coaching.
shoot, and she changed the atmosphere
Of course.
of the park that afternoon. Everybody was
Wow.
rooting for her.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that to say we are very welcoming.
That's
Okay,
right.
I
very
love
good.
it.
Looking forward to it. I'm gonna come down one day, bring my cameras out myself,
Yeah,
and
we love
definitely,
that.
definitely,
love that.
definitely.
We
love
like
that.
things being memorialized so we can get to
Yeah.
push it
Yeah.
out there because we're young and we're trying to get assistance with that process.
So I'll encourage you guys to keep doing what you're doing. keep it going on Sunday evenings and just spreading the news, through the different channels.
And if anyone who has access to a basketball court in the off season, like when it's cold, that we can still train, we would appreciate that donation of time.
Okay.
In a facility so that we could still train, because normally once it gets dark and it gets cold,
right,
we don't get back out until March. And it's hard holding the teams together that way.
Yes.
So anyone who's listening and be kind enough to offer us a facility to utilize during that period of time, we would greatly appreciate it.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. There are churches that comes to mind.
That's
And
right.
I don't want to mention the church, but there are a few churches around,
That's
in and
correct.
around, close enough to Wade Walker Park. So, I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
That
We
we
take
can reach,
any advice you
can
could
reach
give.
reach out to them
Or
and just say,
any
hey, you have a
contact.
basketball court and you play basketball all year round. Let us,
Yeah.
help us out, and they will.
So I have a question for you,
Yes.
Pastor Rob and Sharon.
Uh-oh.
So do
Go
I
with
have
Pastor
a
Rob first.
commitment from the both of you? I will see you guys at the Premier League, August 16th through 18th. You will make an appearance.
You have my
Okay, all right.
commitment.
So you
Check
just
my calendar.
remind me.
Okay.
August 16th it's a Sunday.
August 16th is a Friday. So games are
Friday.
we have a mixer, but the games are 17th and 18th.
Okay.
They're going to take place in Lithonia, Georgia.
Right, uh-huh.
So we'll get you
Yeah.
the information.
Get me the information,
It will be posted
yeah.
on USA Netball's webpage. So
And I'll come down with with a camera. Get
Love
ready
it.
to take some
Love it.
some pictures. That's
Sharon, you look like you still can get on the court. And,
That's right.
And play some ball.
Reds, help me out, please.
good.
The-
Right,
I know.
so I can't
I know
help you
Candy.
there.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Reds, where's Candy? Because let me tell you, there's a partner in the studio somewhere around.
I've been trying to get her to play netball for a while.
Candy,
Candy.
as fit as Candy is, I'm gonna drag her with me. Because if I'm gonna go out there and try a thing, Candy's gonna have to come with me.
Because
And she's as fit as they come.
the eldest player among us all is 74 years old.
Oh God, I'm
Still-
going on the court.
And still plays.
I'm getting on the court,
Still plays.
Yeah, and some people come
Yeah.
out just for fitness.
and that's what I want to
Yes.
do.
Some
I want
people
to get out
come
there
out for the
Yes.
competition.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's room for both.
Yes.
You know,
That's
and,
good.
and we figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, but just watching the competition.
Yeah. So it
is
sounds
nice.
like a fun day, a
It
fun
is.
time.
It
out, you know,
is.
yeah.
It is. You know, we're as competitive as can be on the
Yes.
court, but once we get off, we're one big family because we all have the
Okay.
same common goals.
So you're saying that after I come out and get on the court, then there's some refreshments there for me?
Well, there are.
Boy.
There are always refreshments there.
Yes.
That is correct.
Man.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Looking
you have
forward to
people
it.
out there with bag juice and
what?
yes.
You know,
And
it,
Jesus,
it ain't,
Yes.
I remember.
it's not Caribbean unless you got the bag juice and the socks.
Exactly.
I love it.
Exactly.
and bun and cheese.
But that-
And-
What you saying?
Okay, I'll be there.
Exactly.
You have my commitment. You have my commitment. Say no more. That's it. I'll be there.
Very good.
So
Very
there's
good.
always refreshment.
Look forward to
16th to
it.
the 18th, I'll be there. 3 days. I'm at the church.
Just bun and cheese, do that.
I love it. But what a shout out. Patrice, my girl. Patrice, where are you? Patrice was up in here not too long ago. She was in the studio.
Yeah.
Patrice, my
This is
girl.
a
man.
good time.
Oh, Patrice.
Yeah,
And we're
is-
looking forward
Let me
to
tell
that
you.
And
event.
has always committed her time to
Yes,
not
upliftment
USA
and
Netball,
getting-
but also
yes.
Georgia State Netball. And I really appreciate her
good.
doing the fundraiser for us on the 20th.
Yes.
Let me tell you, all you have to say is come out and do a fundraiser or do some walk
Or
and
dance.
wine or dance. Patrice is there.
That's right.
Oh, Patrice is there.
That's
So,
right.
Patrice, I know you're listening up. And if you're not, boy, we're calling your name. Your ears budding out. We love you. But yes,
All
looking
right.
forward. Well, listen, ladies, it was really, really fun meeting with you. But you'll be seeing me on the court. I mean, just tell me when Robert's coming so I don't come and no embarrass myself. But I'm going to go and I'm going to have fun. That's what it's all about. It's fun. No judgment.
Okay, I mean, come on now, Sharon. You could, I've seen you move.
Here you know.
Just gotta move in the right way for the netball.
Go
I
ahead.
really thank you.
Oh my
Thank you
gosh,
for having
absolutely,
us.
absolutely. What a
We
pleasure.
really
What a
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Thank you
We
so
really
Hope
much.
you'll have us back soon with more
Absolutely.
information.
Yes.
Yes.
Closer to the
Definitely.
launch,
Yes.
Yes.
come on
Yes.
back.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Keep on doing what you're doing.
Yes.
And we'll
Keep
be
it
out there
alive.
to check you guys out, okay?
Yes.
All
Thank
right.
you
Very
so
good.
much, Pastor Rob.
Thank
And
you,
to
guys.
partner. Absolutely. We're in,
It's the annual Independence Ball and Scholarship Awards, presented by the Atlanta Jamaican Association in collaboration with the AJ Cultural and Educational Fund, Inc. Saturday, August 10, 2024, Atlanta Airport Marriott Gateway Hotel, 2020 Convention Center Concourse, College Park, Georgia, 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. Celebrate Jamaica's 62nd year as an independent nation and support higher education of the next generation. Enjoy delectable food, music from the SWAT Band, and electrifying performance from Jamaica Festival legend Roy Rayan.
I have got this feeling, a very high feeling.
Music by Mikey Sparkle Production with DJ Cold Rice on the ones and twos. Keynote speaker Keisha Thorpe, Nobel Prize educator, Global Teacher 2021, and National Teachers Hall of Fame inductee. Hosted by Will Hart. Early bird 135 to July 1, 145 after. Scan the QR code for hotel and tickets. Call 404-777-9593 or visit AtlantaJamaicanAssociation.org. Sponsors Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport, GB Roofing Inc., Metals and Materials Engineers, Couples Resorts Jamaica, and PNC.
Oh, I miss those days. I miss those days. Remember the songs used to make you rock away. Those were the days when love used to reign. We danced all night to the songs they played. We can come again, do it just the same. Now I feel it in my heart. We in such a golden time at the park. Now there's hardly any safe place left to go. Someone's bound to come and try to spoil the show. Remember the songs used to make you rock away. Those were the days when love used to reign. We danced all night till the songs they played. We can come again. We do it just the same.
It's the annual Independence Ball and Scholarship Awards, presented by the Atlanta Jamaican Association in collaboration with the AJ Cultural and Educational Fund, Inc. Saturday, August 10, 2024, Atlanta Airport Marriott Gateway Hotel, 2020 Convention Center Concourse, College Park, Georgia, 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. Celebrate Jamaica's 62nd year as an independent nation and support higher education of the next generation. Enjoy delectable food, music from the SWAT Band, and electrifying performance from Jamaica Festival legend Roy Rayan.
I have got this feeling, a very high feeling.
Music by Mikey Sparkle Production with DJ Cold Rice on the ones and twos. Keynote speaker Keisha Thorpe, Nobel Prize educator, Global Teacher 2021, and National Teachers Hall of Fame inductee. Hosted by Will Hart. Early bird 135 to July 1, 145 after. Scan the QR code for hotel and tickets. Call 404-777-9593 or visit AtlantaJamaicanAssociation.org. Sponsors Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport, GB Roofing Inc., Metals and Materials Engineers, Couples Resorts Jamaica, and PNC. It's the annual Independence Ball and Scholarship Awards, presented by the Atlanta Jamaican Association in collaboration with the AJ Cultural and Educational Fund, Inc. Saturday, August 10, 2024, Atlanta Airport Marriott Gateway Hotel, 2020 Convention Center Concourse, College Park, Georgia, 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. Celebrate Jamaica's 62nd year as an independent nation and support higher education of the next generation. Enjoy delectable food, music from the SWAT Band, and electrifying performance from Jamaica Festival legend Roy Rayan.
I have got this feeling, a very high feeling.
Music by Mikey Sparkle Production with DJ Cold Rice on the ones and twos. Keynote speaker Keisha Thorpe, Nobel Prize educator, Global Teacher 2021, and National Teachers Hall of Fame inductee. Hosted by Will Hart. Early bird 135 to July 1, 145 after. Scan the QR code for hotel and tickets. Call 404-777-9593 or visit AtlantaJamaicanAssociation.org. Sponsors Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport, GB Roofing Inc., Metals and Materials Engineers, Couples Resorts Jamaica, and PNC.
Welcome back to Caribbean Extravaganza. So we're gonna welcome in Mel J. Is she on? Is she up? Are you there?
Hi.
Mel. Hey, welcome. How are you?
Wow, what a week it was. My. Well,
Yes.
first thing and foremost, being here in Jamaica, I can't help but getting into Hurricane Beryl. Oh, my goodness. I tell you. Whew, I tell you know what? When they said the day before that the hurricane is going to be a direct hit, the first thing came to mind was, seeing it being a category 4, I was like, oh my God, I remembered Hurricane Gilbert. How catastrophic that was. Then the following morning, they were like, oh, it's not going to be a direct hit, it's just going to bypass Jamaica, the south of Jamaica. A lot of people were like, oh, we're probably going to get some wind and rain, and that's about it. But my, we got more than what we really thought. Thinking about a hurricane bypassing and not making a landfall per se. But the damage was so catastrophic. The south really got it. As a matter of fact, the damage is all over the island. But, parishes like St. Elizabeth, Clarendon, Portland, St. Thomas, Kingston itself, it was horrible. There's a lot of people who have been restored with power or water. And then you have a lot of people, again, who have neither at the moment still. Still waiting on power, still waiting on water. But I must say that the Jamaica Public Service has been working tirelessly, very, very, very hard. That I understand that a higher percentage now than the 50% that was said that still has no power, now has power. They are somewhere within the 80 to 90% of restoration, which is good. The water, I think there's still some struggles with that, with a higher percentage because of the damage with the power. So, but be patient, all of you, everyone in the diaspora that has their loved ones, their family, friends in the Caribbean, not just Jamaica, because Grenada, was actually at St. Vincent and, just the Caribbean as a whole. Just be patient. They're working hard to get aid, to get relief, to get power, to get water, to just bring back some normalcy and to rebuild these islands. Now, moving on from Hurricane Beryl. Now, Reggae Sun Fest. The organizers of this year's Reggae Sun Fest have said that the show will go on. Yeah. Sunfest actually starts next week, and there is no, anything in sight that is saying it's going to be postponed or a fraction of it is going to be canceled or anything. The show goes on. So all of you have had tickets already and we're wondering what's going on. The show goes on. Your ticket is still valid, and it's about 5 to 6 days of entertainment. There's always something different every night. There's a beach party, there's a wet party, there's something for everyone. And I think they have managed to incorporate the rum fest as a part of the whole Reggae Success Week stretch of activities, which is good. And that goes on too. So need not to worry. No, we know that it's Olympics. Moving on, we know that it's the Olympics that is, the Olympics are actually coming up, right? And Team Jamaica seems to have a strong team going in. But we know that Elaine Thompson-Era has been injured and won't be participating in this Olympics. But we also see today, unfortunately, some bad news that Sharika Jackson has been injured also. So, we're like, wow, two of our strong legs have been, the females have been crippled right now, but we know that Shelley Fraser is still fit. This is going to be her final performance before she retires. Let's see, but we're just hoping that for Sharika, things can change within, this, the time frame. I haven't heard anything that anything on the buzz on the street that she won't be participating. But then when you hear that an athlete is injured, it tells you something that there may be problems ahead. So that's it for the buzz. That's the buzz and that's the talk on the road. It was, in the streets, people talking about the Reggae Sunset, people talking about the Sharika Jackson being injured along with Elaine Thompson-Era, and of course people talking about the aftermath of Hurricane Sarah.
Thank you so much. Okay.
We appreciate you, sister. Thank you, and thank you. We're just happy that you're safe.
Yes, keep safe.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Jamaica is known to bounce back because I've seen a few people
Yeah,
partying the day after.
Yes,
I won't say who, but I've seen some people out at Rick's Cafe already.
Party the day after people
During.
heard the party during the hurricane.
Jesus. Pastor Rob is scandalizing the people them. So they could end that one Mel J because
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Sharon.
Jamaicans party during the hurricane, after the hurricane, before the hurricane. I mean, they must stop party. I mean, So what can I tell you? But thank God no lives. Many lives could have been lost. So we're thankful. We're thankful to God for that. We look forward to hearing from you again next year, Sweet Pea. We appreciate you.
Right.
You're amazing.
All right, guys.
Stay safe and have a wonderful weekend.
Oh, same to you both.
Thank you. Take care, Mel.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, Helen. Wow, so here you have it. Man, Hurricane Beryl. We thought that Beryl wouldn't have done it, but Beryl did. Well, we're not going to even delay because we're going to jump right in. We have a jam-packed program tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so we had two powerhouses in here talking about netball and the likes of, getting in, getting fit and all that good stuff. And then we heard from Mel J, doing her thing as usual, bringing us the updated info from Jamaica. Well, guess who we have on the other line?
Mm-hmm.
We have got Dr. Sandra Lindsay. And if you don't know her, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Forgive me when I say this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know anything about history. You don't know anything about COVID. And COVID doesn't give us great memories. But you know what? This lady, Miss Sandra Lindsay, Dr. Lindsay, okay, Vice President, of Northwell Health. A public health advocate. And she really, as they say, she leads the system, in expanding knowledge. She's about, where issues affect communities, health and public policy. Mm-hmm. That's who this lady is. She embodies that. On December 14, 2020, by the way, Sandra Lindsay, Dr. Lindsay, became a household name. This is someone, if you didn't know who she was, you knew after that, right? Because she was the first person in the entire United States of America, guys, to receive the COVID vaccine.
Wow, the very first person.
And yes, I'm going to take the mic and say, guess what? It would have taken a Jamaican for that. Pastor Rob, them brave though.
These Jamaicans like to do everything. Let's get a Jamaican to do it.
Yes. And here she was. There was that, bravery, because of her bravery, they said, and leading national push for vaccination to end the pandemic. She has been awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Joe Biden on July 7th, 2022. The highest civilian honor. Congratulations to you, Dr. Lindsay, personally. On August 6th, following that, in 2022, His Excellency, the Governor General of Jamaica, conferred the honor of the Order of Distinction in the rank of Commander, CD that is, on Dr. Lindsay for her contributions in public health. And I could just go on and on and on and on. She is, she's gotten numerous recognitions. National and international recognition. United States Citizenship and Immigration Services for Outstanding Americans by Choice recognition in 2021. United States, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, like I mentioned, Commander Class, Jamaica Order of Listen, she's had all of them and then some. We're just going to say, go ahead and take it away, Dr. Lindsay. It is such a pleasure to introduce you to this audience. How are you, my dear?
Me on and for sharing me with your listening audience. Sincerely appreciate that.
Absolutely. Now, is there anything you would like to tell the audience about your bravery? How did you get started, first of all? How did you decide? What made you decide to be that guinea pig, so to speak?
Well, I'm a nurse.
Yes.
And I served as Director of Patient Care Services in the Division of Critical Care at North Wales, Long Island Jewish Medical Center. Large tertiary care facility on the border of Queens and Long Island. We were heavily hit during the pandemic. I led the critical care divisions, and every day in our critical care beds for months, from about late March, until after the first wave, that took months, we quadrupled our capacity. So we had over 160 patients at any given time in our beds. That's a lot of patients just in a critical care area, all on ventilators, kind of fighting for their lives. I saw mostly people that looked like me, people of color who were struggling. And I'm just talking about just my division alone. That's where the sickest of the sickest patients are. And there was no rhyme or reason as to why people were dying. Yes, a lot of people with comorbidities, but then there were people who were otherwise healthy, as we heard from their families, who were dying. And every time that I would come home and listen to the news, and the needle kept changing and the projections kept changing as to the number of people who would die by next week or the following week or next month. At first I thought these numbers are crazy. There is no way so many people are going to be dying from a virus in this day and age in the United States, right? That we would figure this out. But then we kept meeting, so to speak, and exceeding those targets. And everything that I lived through and endured and experienced, I knew that beyond, the interventions that were recommended at the time that were good interventions, before we got vaccines, which is our social distancing and hand hygiene, you can never wash your hands enough still, and masks, that we needed something more powerful. I am from Jamaica, not new to getting vaccinated or my childhood vaccines, and I know that vaccines save lives. It's unfortunate that misinformation kind of took hold, and perhaps the naming of the campaign as Operation Warp Speed, and not enough education where we could have educated the public a little more and a little better and decrease some of the misinformation, which then resulted in people not wanting to get vaccinated. And the position that I was in at the time, and given everything that I knew from just reading the limited amount, and I weigh that against risk and what I was experiencing every day in my hospital and seeing. And after talking to my physicians, it was a clear decision for me that I need to protect myself. And getting vaccinated was another layer of protection, and still remains the best decision I've made. One of the best decisions in my life.
Pastor Rob, what do you say after that? Mic drop, Dr. Lindsay. Again, we commend you for your bravery. I mean, honestly, you're a better person than me, because
for even just stepping forward,
yes.
Stepping forward and letting folks know that it's all right.
Yes.
It's all right. Someone had to do it. So we commend you in being the person that agreed to step forward.
And at the time, I did not know I was going to be the first. It wasn't about getting a spotlight, getting accolades. No. It's about exactly what you said, instilling public confidence that the Black and brown communities are disproportionately being, dying from this virus. And I know that, among us, and it's warranted based on historical events, it's totally warranted, the mistrust we have in the medical community. But this is what I am seeing. I am trusting the science. I am trusting the vaccine, because I trust it more than COVID and what I'm seeing happening to us. The senseless deaths and the lines, just getting to the morgue. And when I went to our loading dock and saw these trucks lined up, at first I thought it was trucks that were delivering supplies for us, because thankfully, we never run out of personal protective equipment. So I thought, more personal protective equipment coming in. And I had goosebumps. And the director for our materials management told me, Sandra, these are not supplies. I said, what are these? He said, these are makeshift morgues. And now I'm getting goosebumps. And I said, you have got to be kidding me. It then became real for me that this thing is deadly. And, just felt so much empathy and sympathy and compassion for these folks who are working on the loading dock, who truly just accept goods, the goodies for us, right? To be able to give us what we need to perform our job. And yet they're there every day, not used to seeing this level of death and dying and grief, but every day they have to be there and they're exposed to this. So, we talk about doctors and nurses, and yes, we are to be commended, but it was a whole team of people. That's the message I want to, just emphasize today, and really give a shout out to those unsung heroes who were working tirelessly behind the scenes to give us what we needed, nurses and doctors, what we needed to carry out our job. And, sometimes we forget about them, but I never forget about them.
Doctor, I also see that you do some work with the Girl Scouts.
Yes.
Talk to me about it.
So I believe in empowering our girls, right? As a young girl growing up, and I talked about it in my book, besides my grandparent, my grandmother and my mom, I really didn't have role models to look up to, people in prominent places that looked like me. And so part of my work and what I'm interested in is to, instill some confidence in these young ladies, empower them. Representation matters. Being a woman, being a Black woman, spending time with them, mentoring, and just encouraging and engaging my organization with giving back to the Girl Scouts to help them on their mission, which is to build girls of courage, confidence, and character.
And shameless plug, but I have no shame when it comes to this. Dr. Lindsay, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
There you are. Okay, so Pastor Rob, I'm just gonna blow his brain right now, because guess what?
Yeah.
She's from Clarendon, Pastor Rob, and she went to Glenmuir High School. Can you tell him that, please?
Oh, wow.
Dr. Lindsay, tell him so you're Clarendonian, no?
Portland. Everybody's from Kingston.
Yes, she's from Parish of Clarendon.
Right.
Went to Glenmuir High School.
Okay. Right. Wow.
So yes, and not only that,
Wow.
she's published research papers. Pastor Rob. Let me tell you, her resume goes on and on and on. So we would need like a few hours, a few days just to pack in half of what she's doing. We are really, we're honored to have you on this evening, Dr. Lindsay. The fact that you've taken the lead on leading the world, really, because you built confidence. The fact that you stepped up and decided, you know what, it stops right here on my watch. This is where everything stops. The buck stops with me, and I love that you did that. Honestly, but you have research papers that are authored in Time magazine. Are you joking?
So
tell us about that.
I've
written articles on. Were published in Time magazine about just my perspectives on getting vaccinated. I think I did a year later. My research paper though is on authentic leadership and its impact on staff satisfaction and engagement. I did it. My population was among nurses, but the findings are easily transferable just to about any organization. Being authentic, being yourself as a leader makes a difference in how people show up at work and work for you, and the relationships that you build, and how productive your team can be. I've written op-eds, opinion pieces about food and food insecurity. As some people may think that, well, I'm not food insecure, I have food to eat whenever I want. But it's not about just having food to eat and being able to buy food, but it's the quality of food that we're eating to impact our health. And when I came to this country, I grew up in the country, so we cook every day. There's no leftovers that we're not going to. Kentucky was a treat, few and far between, and I would be pressuring I grew up with my grandparents. We want corned beef, bully beef sandwich. Oh no, you're getting your food every day. And at that point, sometimes growing up, you don't appreciate that, right?
Yes.
I came here. When I came to the Bronx, and reflecting now, I was food insecure. When I looked in my neighborhood that I came to, fast food restaurants just about on every block, 2, 3, 4. And I thought that I was doing well just eating at these fast food restaurants. And of course, that's what the money the less than $4 an hour that I was making could stretch to buy. But people that live in those zip codes, they don't have nutritious food around them. And so we see a high burden of disease in those neighborhoods. And it all goes back to that some of who were seen in the hospital when COVID hit, because these people had chronic diseases, and you have chronic disease, anyone, and you put COVID on top of that, it was like a recipe for disaster. So health is not just about, a disease process and health as we know it. There's so many other factors that we call social determinants of health, where you live, the air around you, transportation, safety, the foods that we eat, having a job, all of these things affect your health outcomes. So I've written about that, and most recently about menopause and how women are suffering in silence, not really talking about what we're going through. how important that is to just thrive and be yourself again, and to just really get rid of the stigma around that, because it's a natural part of aging that we should be proud of, and it's really these days a privilege to grow older and to be in good health. So we should be celebrating that, not feeling shame.
I like that. And you know, to add to that, I might say, Dr. Lindsay, and you might agree with me, there are so many support groups out there for everything that you could think of. I mean, honestly, I mean, menopause, you know, whatever pause it is, I mean, whatever situation it is, the research, Google is at our fingertips. I mean, there's nobody that doesn't have a phone, from a 1-year-old that can barely walk to, you know, someone way, you know, up there. So everybody has a phone pretty much. So there's no reason that we shouldn't have access to information, because it's right on our phones, right at our fingertips. So, you know, but I like what you said, not that it makes it better, but honestly, availability of nutritious foods, because eating doesn't mean nutrition, you know. So that's a subject for a whole topic for a different day, because nutrition is a big deal. You know, it's a big deal, and it has everything to do with, you know, how you fight ill health, if you may. Correct.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, in underserved areas, we don't have the most nutritious foods. We don't have supermarkets with nutritious foods, or they're priced out. People are priced out. So, you know, the disease burden will continue to be higher in those areas. But I do believe, though, if you educate people,
awareness.
And keep, talk about it, awareness is very, very important and key.
It's critical, and that's why we like to know that people like you are leaders in our communities. I mean, we're just grateful, we're thankful, we're honored to have people like you in our communities, because you know what? You just take the lead and just go with it, because education, that's what it's all about. It's not a PhD or, you know, a master's degree or a degree at all. It's just a matter of gaining that knowledge, gathering the knowledge, seeking the knowledge, and utilizing it. I mean, and it has to do, really, it's right there available to us. So there you have it. Is there anything else that, I mean, honestly, because I mean, Dr. Lindsay, yes, go ahead.
What I've taken up most of my time is my book, which will be out just the 23rd. Officially, first in line is my memoir, my labor of love, chronicles my journey from Clarendon, where I would be dreaming of becoming a nurse under my mango tree.
Oh, wow.
And all I wanted to do was become a nurse. And so my brother and I we would daydream about, you know, what we'd like to be when we grow up. And for me, it was always a nurse, because I took care of my grandmother. And it brought me so much joy doing that. So I always wanted to be a nurse, and he wanted to be the doctor. And, you know, we'd role play and make up these imaginary patients who would come to the doctor's office, and I would do the triage and then send them back to the other doctor, to Dr. Lindsay. And,
wow.
You know, those were the good old days. But I came to this country with $50 to my name, and my dreams, and, you know, my strong Jamaican values. And I just continued, you know, to just be myself, be humble.
Yes.
Not forget where I'm from, and just, you know, act with intention. I worked 2-3 jobs to get money to apply to CUNY, got in, worked full-time, went to school full-time for my nursing degree, got my first job, and just kept going, educated and advancing myself, all while taking care of my child. And I just kept going. I just stayed focused, not looking left, not looking right, running my own game. And, just prepare yourself, because you never know when these opportunities would come. If I didn't prepare myself, no matter if I was the first person to get the vaccine or the 10th, if there wasn't preparation in place, all of what I've accomplished since then I don't believe they would have come to fruition. So I do believe that preparation is key. You have a goal of what you want to accomplish, but you have to put the work in to prepare yourself. Because one thing my grandmother always told me, Stanny, she would call me Stanny, you will be rewarded by the fruits of your labor. Amen. And that always.
Amen.
So, yeah.
And we just want to say on that note, Dr. Lindsay, we thank you so much for joining us this evening. Looking forward to that book. And tell us again, real quick, what date is that book going to drop? What is the date?
So it drops July 23rd, but it's available now for pre-order at Amazon and Barnes. Yes.
Okay. So there you have it, people. Get out, get the book. First in Line by Dr. Sandra Lindsay. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you.
Maybe we should get Dr. Lindsay here in the Atlanta area for a speech or something.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
We can talk off air about that.
Oh, yes.
You know what?
Oh, there you go.
Invitation is open.
All right.
Doctor, look. Doc, Pastor Rob just invited you.
That's right.
So we look forward to seeing you here. Blessings to you, my sister. Dalsman, thank you so much. And big shout out to Dalsman. Have a good one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Okay. Wow.
Man, that was awesome.
Powerful lady. Powerful.
Totally.
Yes, definitely did her thing and is still doing her thing, and just interested in reading that book to see all the goodies that she got in there. Yeah. Pioneers, pioneers. And I like when we have these pioneers from the Highland that folks, they don't know about it. She's not a name on everybody's lips in Jamaica, but we have these we call them hidden gems. Yeah.
But gems. You know what? I think once she hit that thing, though, Pastor Rob, she was kind of sort of out there, because I'm telling you, I didn't know who she was until, I realized that, wow, we've got some royalty among us.
Yes.
Well, we're not even going to tarry, because guess what? From one queen to another, we got them rolling. Today is that day. So up and coming, we've got another queen. Can you hear us? We can hear you.
Actually, I think it's an empress that we have.
Oh, well, empress. Can you hold on 1 second? Give me 1 second there, love.
Okay, so we're going to go to a commercial break, and we can come back with the Empress right here, okay?
Give us 1 second.
Okay, remember, folks, you're in tune to Caribbean.
It's the annual Independence Ball and Scholarship Awards, presented by the Atlanta Jamaican Association, in collaboration with the AJ Cultural and Educational Fund, Inc. Saturday, August 10, 2024, Atlanta Airport Marriott Gateway Hotel, 2020 Convention Center Concourse, College Park, Georgia, 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. Celebrate Jamaica's 62nd year as an independent nation and support higher education of the next generation. Enjoy delectable food, music from the SWAT Band, and electrifying performance from Jamaica Festival legend Roy Rayan.
I have got this feeling, a very high feeling.
Music by Mikey Sparkle Production with DJ Cold Rice on the ones and twos. Keynote speaker Keisha Thorpe, Nobel Prize educator, Global Teacher 2021, and National Teachers Hall of Fame inductee. Hosted by Will Hart. Early bird 135 to July 1, 145 after. Scan the QR code for hotel and tickets. Call 404-777-9593 or visit AtlantaJamaicanAssociation.org. Sponsors Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport, GB Roofing Inc., Metals and Materials Engineers, Couples Resorts Jamaica, and PNC.
People. What y'all doing? What y'all doing every Monday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Yes, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. People, what y'all doing? I got something for y'all. Catch song from the VI with, guess who? Lady C. Lady C, big up your damn self. Tune into Caribbean Life Radio, people. That's where you gotta tune in. Caribbean Life Radio, every Monday, 8 to 9. Catch the songs from the VI with, guess who? Lady C.
Hello, and welcome. Okay, let me get rid of that. I am. Okay, wait. Let's see what's the right.
You're not muted. Now you are.
Okay, can you hear me? Yes, I am, so that was me, my bad. Empress, there you go, Empress. Listen, huh?
Okay, go ahead. Sure.
Can you hear us? Are we hearing each other? Perfect. Because I'm kind of channeling the earrings. I'm looking. I love yours. I know. Look, and Pastor Rob is over there hating because he's saying, "Wait, these girls and this girly stuff."
That's all right. That's
what we do. You know. So welcome. Listen, Empress. Look. We're on a roll tonight because, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Empress Golding. And if you don't know, now you know. Because guess what? She went from hosting dancehall talent show. She's the media host practitioner. She's got titles, awards. She's the multi-potential speaker, master of ceremonies. She's been doing this for 20 years. She don't look a day over 23. So I don't know when she started, but we're not going to go there. We're not going to, pump her up like that. She's got an amazing husband and two amazing, wonderful children, her son and daughter. Talk up youth. When I tell you from anchoring, MCing, cheering, doing all sorts of outlets, for the youth, because that's what it is, youth. And in Jamaica, we drop the H. We say Y-O-U-T or Y-U-T-E, youth. And we know exactly what that means. She's partnered with, helpinghands.com. She's a podcaster of sorts. International facilitator, program director, social and youth advocate. My tongue twisted. Pastor Rob, CEO, Talk Up Youth, entrepreneur, producer. Did I say that? Listen. Why don't we just allow you to introduce yourself? Because we could just go on and on, but go ahead and let us know what it's all about. Where did you get started? How did this passion? Talk to us.
Karen, thank you so much, and love to all your beautiful listeners and DJ Reds. I don't know who else is in the studio, but all the engineers.
Your husband, brethren.
Yeah, man, Pastor Rob. Yes.
Oh, God. Thank you for looking out for my husband.
Yes, man. Just hear him up for me when you see him, all right?
I will. Listen, I am what you said. I am a mother. I am a wife. I am a social advocate. And I'm just so happy to sit with you tonight, to just talk things Caribbean, talk things Jamaica. I am just a woman on a journey and a mission to help young persons. That's been my life purpose. And outside of that, of course, I love media. I do radio, I do TV, and I'm always just transitioning into the next passion, the next ideal. And so I'm on this journey of just transitioning, change, and helping people.
And especially the youths, because when you look on all of your videos, I shared it with friends I've been sharing, and they're like, who is she? We've heard about her, but really the TED Talk, the this, the that. I have people buzzing everywhere. They're like, man, we've got to get in touch with her. How can we reach her? And I says, go ahead and look her up. Search. So people are like, you're going to be, let me tell you, people are going to be buzzing in your inbox. They're going to be all over the place, just hunting you down because, you're sought after. You're heavily sought after by the youths especially.
Yeah, I love what I do, and I think Jamaica needs more people to come home. I was at the Jamaican Diaspora Conference the other day, and a lot of people are like, "Well, how do we come back and invest?" And we're waiting on the government. So you can't wait on the government to tell you what to do. All you have to do is find your passion point, come back to Jamaica, whether you have to live here or not, but find something that you're passionate about, whether it's old people, dogs, young people, education, and bring your resources back, which is really your talent and your experience. So that's kind of what I did, living in Australia for so many years, living in Australia, living in America. And then I had this vision. I was like, you know what? I'm going to come back to Jamaica to pursue my career in media, but I'm also going to do something for youth. And I came back, and it was like, I chaired the largest children's home for 5 years. My first big project was renovating a early childhood institution. And I just came back, and I never asked the government for anything. I just did it. And I did it by calling on the community and calling on corporate entities to support. Because all corporate entities have a CSR, a corporate social responsibility arm. And so I think if people really want to come back and give back to Jamaica, whether it's a health mission or whatever it is, we can do so much with the diaspora, And for us to have come home as returning residents, I call it, it's just been so fulfilling. My life has been so fulfilling. I've done a lot. And I'm really grateful for all the people who believed in me, who invested. But I just want to tell Jamaican diasporans that you can do so much here with a little bit, which is really your knowledge and your talent. And I'm open and accessible to help people to access what they want in Jamaica. Yeah, I have access and links everywhere.
Nice.
So I can
Pastor Rob?
fulfill the dream. Yeah.
So Pastor Rob is coming home next week.
I was at. I think I saw you at the Diaspora Conference. Yes, I was. I was at a conference myself, and I was just so elated by the conference, the participation, and the amount of knowledge that was just floating around in the air. So. Yeah, the Diaspora Conference is definitely, a place for the diasporans to come home to. Yes. So, Sharon, make sure you don't miss it next year.
All right. We already have plans.
Well, next 2 years.
Yes. We already have plans to drop it when it come and roll around. Because you know what, I'm not going to even wait for the Diaspora Conference, to be honest with you. Because I do a little piece here and there at my high school in Jamaica, Camperdown High. So I do believe in giving back. Do believe in giving back, and that's what we do. That's what we're supposed to do. Give wherever we're from and wherever we feel that we can plug in and give. But I want you to address that TED Talk. I mean, talk up youth, because that is like my thing. Pastor Rob will laugh up to me, but it's true, Talk up youth. Let me tell you, all of my nieces and nephews now, them call me, Auntie Sharon, talk up youth. And I'm like, you're a Yankee. Oh, you talk up youth. But tell us about that. How did that get started? Because that was very interesting. That was very impressive to me, how that got started.
Yeah. I hosting a popular entertainment show at the time and coming out of cable TV between BCJ, RECB, and hosting the Kings and Queens of Dancehall on TVJ. I was in the community. I was in the belly of the beast, and I also had a radio show with my husband. Not the husband at the time, but the husband now. I've only had one. So we hosted this radio show where we went to a different community every single week for one whole week. So we were in the belly of the community. So we understood and learned everything from the political landscape, the social landscape, education, business landscape, cultural landscape. And so I learned a lot about Jamaica by being on the radio show that my husband hired me on, my now husband hired me on. And so I learned a lot, but I also met a lot of young persons on the road who admired me, who would come to me, who would talk about their issues. And I was like, we have some serious issues and a generation gap. Because a lot of us, the older ones, don't really understand their plight and what they are going through. So 3 years into the radio show, the TV show at the time, the dance hall, I said to myself, I want to do something that will benefit young persons. So I just quit the show. I had this dream, this vision of this youth TV show that will change lives, give them a voice, but also give them support and allow their solutions to inspire others. And so we did it, knocked on 20 plus doors, lots of no's. Finally, we got the yes from National Baking Company to say, we'll invest in this. You don't have to spend any more. And there we were 8 years later, and we started a culture. Can of worms opened, and it has been, let me tell you, the best thing I think I have done in my career, because I've given so many young persons an opportunity. So the byproduct of the show has been a multiplicity of programs that encourage young persons, help young persons, network young persons, create advocates for change. It's been amazing. It's been amazing.
And you're really downplaying it, because I'm telling you, it's deeper than that, guys. It's really deep. I mean, the lives that you've changed, by just embracing these young people. That's all they're waiting for, is for someone to say, you can do it, You're good, you're beautiful, you're talented. That's all. Just words of encouragement. That's it. That's it. And that's it. No,
and say to me, there's a lady that called me once and she said, you don't remember me, but I still have your number, because my number has not changed in the past 20 years. It's the same phone number. And this lady called me and said, you don't remember me? And I said, no. She said, you drove to the Trade Center on Red Hills Road and gave me a bag of clothes that your son didn't need anymore, because she had contacted me and said she was desperate for clothes. She doesn't have any money. Can I help her out? So I must have dropped some food, money, and clothes. She sent me a WhatsApp picture of her son, and I remember the outfit, because I'm like, oh my God, that was my son's outfit. That's how I remember it today. And so, there's so many persons, and it's just that's not even through talk of you, but just being in front of the camera and people seeing you and being able to take some time out, every month to respond to a few can change lives. Another one called me and said, everything you said was right. I just bought a house. Thank you for my scholarship throughout university. And I was just like, yeah, you gave me a hard time when I gave you your first job. He got fired, kid. His name is Romario. Just tell you the story.
Wow.
Romario called me and thanked me, and I'm grateful, and I just asked them one thing: pass the baton.
That's it.
Help somebody along the way. That's
right.
my mission.
What's that song? What's that song? If I could help somebody along the way, my living is not in vain. That's what just dropped on me. I think Pastor Robert, I'll start singing it already, hum it already.
Okay,
being a pastor, but you know what I'm saying?
Say I strum it, I strum it, you hum it.
And Candy will sing it. Yes, but you know what? That song, if I could help somebody along the way, you know what? I have to go find it out. Red's going to have to go drop that one for us. We're going to find it. But you know what? Let me tell you, another song that comes to mind when I talk to you, though, Empress, is, guess what? Graham sings that song. They sing that song, People Like You.
Yeah.
I
Honestly.
love that song.
Let me tell you, I'm getting goosies now just thinking of it. People Like You, because I'm telling you. Wow.
I love Branson. He also received the Governor General Award at the Diaspora Conference. So that song is
it's everything.
I play that song, losing my parents, I play that song all the time. But is it the song you're talking about, is it Mahalia Jackson?
Yeah.
That's it. Yes. It's Mahalia, Mahalia Jackson, yes. If I could help somebody along the Go ahead, girl. What? That's it. If I could help somebody.
I know some songs along the way. I'm trying to recall it.
Yeah, but it's funny because I listened to that growing up, with my grandmother too. We have all them stories about the grandparents.
That's Mahalia Jackson.
Yeah, Mahalia. Mahalia. A very famous African American.
One of the best.
Yes, of course.
In the game.
Way back in the days, I have her. Wow, that's what I'm talking about.
So DJ Red's gonna give us the Jamaican version.
Oh.
You find a Jamaican version? Yeah, we'll play that. But let me see if
That's
I can
Graham.
find.
Oh, that's Gramps.
Oh, he's playing Gramps.
He's playing Gramps.
He's playing
Yeah.
Gramps.
Are you playing it now?
You can't hear? Uh-oh. Pop that volume. Can't put that volume. Put that volume.
That don't move.
Hold on.
It's cutting out a little bit.
Oh, it is? Okay, Woman Like You by Gramps. That's what DJ Reg was dropping for you over here. Can you hear us? Empress?
She's muted.
I can hear you. I can hear the song, but I'm grateful because I know it.
Yes. But we will get Mahalia Jackson somehow. We're probably gonna try lining that up. But tell us some more. Tell us what your plans are for, going forward. What else do you have up your sleeves? Tell us, because I know you're always dropping nuggets and you're always up to something when it comes to the youth. I know that's your passion. I watch your two young superheroes. Boy, let me tell you, they're mimicking you guys. You talk about you have a little Stephen and a little Empress.
That's right.
You really do.
We do. And they're doing well. My son is going to high school
Really?
in September, so I'm so proud of him. He'll be attending
Congratulations.
first time I'm revealing it publicly, but he's really an amazing footballer. He's flying up to Minnesota tomorrow for 2 weeks for the USA football tournament, largest, I think, youth tournament.
That's big
He's
stuff.
an amazing footballer, midfielder, centre back. Football meaning soccer in America.
Yes, I've seen him. I've seen pictures of him. Nice.
Yeah, man, he's a big boss.
Wow.
So right now, I'm really just excited and encouraged about being a mom. And I say to people, being a full-time mom would be amazing, but we still have to work. But money still have to come in. But I'm a full-time mom and I'm a full-time social entrepreneur. So my plans right now is to scale up Talk of Youth and to try and bring that formula to different countries, different environments where you have the Caribbean you have Caribbean diaspora children. What are their issues? What are their solutions? I'm the first generation up here as a Jamaican, Trini, Bajan, whatever it is. And it's like, how do we get their voices heard by their community?
Yes.
And try and build programs to support Caribbean youth in the diaspora, as well as trying to take the model to different countries where youth participation is not really great and show them from what we've done how to have the youth parliament, how to put young persons in front of the parliament, in front of their members of parliament and their prime ministers, just how to do it, how to have youth voices and youth participation active in your country if it's not. Because we've been able to revitalize that. It was never here. We've been able to bring it to life here and support so many agencies. So that's a big plan for me. The rest is like their shows. There's the ActiWalk animation project that we want to get funding for, which is a 2D puppet show that I had done, and now we have a full pitch deck ready to try and get funding because there's no Caribbean animated show for children. No Jamaican animated show for children.
Yes.
So there's so many gaps in our cultural representation in mass media globally that I would like to fill. And I have that written on paper. So the plan now is to just try and get people to buy in, whoever wants to invest in this beautiful world of media. I have many products on the table. And so we're trying to bring those to life, or we will bring those to life. But in the meantime, it's really just trying to fill all the voids that are needed in Jamaica, the social voids, social ills. We want to create programs and activities to fill those voids. So that's what I'm trying to spearhead wherever I can, however I can.
So the only issue I have with that is that word, trying. It's a done deal. We're gonna speak those things into existence, right? Yeah. So it is gonna do it. I know, I heard you. Just doing it, just do it. And it's not only Nike alone. So Nike just happened to coin it, but I mean, we've been doing it, and we're gonna do it because you know what? Speak it out into the atmosphere. God, it's from your lips to God's ears. And so, guess what? Someone just caught a wind of that. So your phone will be blowing up. You'll be getting those calls. Hey, Empress, guess what? I want to invest in that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna run with this, and that's where we're gonna go because our youth. You know, what can we do without them? I mean, we were those youth that are today. I mean, you know, just look at it. Just look back a short while ago. We were those youth. And so the parents.
And somebody invested in us.
That's
our
it.
parents invested in
That's
us. Our
it.
aunts, our grandparents.
The village.
And a lot of young persons don't have that support. I mean, I have seen some things which will break you as a human being because you can't fathom how some young persons have survived.
Yes.
There's a young lady, her first initial starts with C. When I met her, she was 11, and she was raped and abused up until 11 by her father, who ended up being incarcerated. Thank God that, you know, they were able to find him and bring justice. And she's now in university, and I was able to speak to her throughout her journey. And when she called me to say I'm at university, I cried because I say, you know, nobody would believe. She used to hallucinate. She used to be, it was really rough. And I would see her at least 3 times a week in the work that I had served. And let me tell you something, to see her and many others achieve their goals and overcome just gives me this big joy. This is my mom's name, may she rest in peace, that if each one helps one in Jamaica and other Caribbean islands, we would have a much better outcome in even 5 years. If all of us would rally behind 10 youth, give them the opportunity, give them a home, hold them and support them and let them know that your current circumstances, not your future. I've seen it. I have seen it and I believe it's possible. You know? So as much as we have all the other problems, we can't because this, we can't. I just want to encourage young persons and people that want to help young persons that we can do it. We just have to commit and not look at the obstacles, but just look at the opportunities. There's so many opportunities.
That's it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Boy.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
That's a heavy one, but you know what? There's a light at the end of the tunnel. And I saw that. You know, I mean, Pastor Rob, what do you have to say?
Well, you know, a power couple, and I'd like to ask her about you being one half of the power couple. You know that you and your husband you are, and how does the family dynamics work with him being who he is and you being who you are?
Yeah. Well, we're so like, the other day we were sitting down and just like talking about stuff in life, and I'm looking at the kids and I'm watching him playing table tennis with my son every minute and playing Monopoly with my daughter. And, you know, sometimes in relationships we want to complain, but the house is a mess, you're not doing nothing, you're not washing dishes. But then I'm like, no, I get gourmet breakfast and gourmet dinner every day. Like,
wow.
Yeah, so when we met, we had similar passions, similar visions. Yes. And I reflected the other day on when I complain about little things, sweating the small stuff, I realized that I have a very committed and caring husband whom I admire, you know, his mind, his vision, his passion, which I said, you know, we have very similar dreams and passions. But I looked at our lives over the past like 15, 16 years together, and I'm like, wow, we've done a lot. We've supported each other a lot, and I'm very blessed that he has supported me. So when I look at the Jamaican trivia playing cards, which may, you know, brand my name, I'm like, no, he was mastermind behind that when we did that. When I look at Aki Walks the Puppet Show, every single thing that I've done, I've come to him and said, hey, tell me what you think, help me now. And he just sits down and just puts it all together, and then he's like, okay, you go do the rest of the work. But he is a mastermind behind who I am. And he has been so supportive, an amazing father. And so I am just grateful. And I think what it means is that, you know, you hear the stories of things. I see him like a Mandela. I see him like a Garvey. And when you hear the stories of the whys behind it, it's a hard one, you know, when you're supporting these men who their only goal is for the people.
That's good.
It is not selfish, materialistic, it is for the people. And when you have that kind of husband, you've got to go into a mindset of, okay, you know, I may have to sacrifice this and that for this because it is bigger than, yeah? So I just support what he does, and he supports what I do. So I think, you know, we're committed to a lifelong journey, and I think a lot of relationships now, people don't commit. You know, it's kind of like everybody wants a Hollywood fairy tale story. What we are is like, we're going to have some rough times, bro, but we have to deal with it. I'm going to tell it how I feel, and we're going to get back up because we're committed.
Yes.
Yeah? We're committed to a cause, and that cause is family and the broader family, which is our people.
Yes.
We have to help rise as we rise, you know? So so it's really just, it's an interesting dynamic, you know? He's pretty cool. Like, you know, I'm the wild child. You know, he's like, hey, 3 o'clock in the morning, you ain't coming home. I'm like, I'm with my girl's party. And it's like, okay. Okay. He's more the homebody. I'm the wild child. But no, it's really good. We understand each other, and we're real. You know, we have our own challenges like any couple, any relationship.
Of course.
Yeah, but
you're normal people.
We're normal. We're real people.
Real people.
But we are we're able to overcome. And we both have our own spotlights, you know.
Yes.
And so we understand what it's like when we go on a road and it's like, Mr. Golden. Sometimes he has to be like, yeah, I have a name to you, I'm not Empress husband, you know. I have a name too. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, I have a name. Yeah.
Oh, Empress husband. I love it. But look at, you're the Empress. You're the true Empress. And I mean, honestly, I mean, you live up to the name. I love it. I love that. You know, and Pastor Rob. Yeah, I love the picture, Tina. I love the wedding photos, Tina. Jesus. I tell you, man. Tell us the wedding photos, them sell off. Yeah, man. But no. Sell off. Total. You know? But then, gosh. Empress, we just want to say thank you. Bless you. Bless you and your family. We appreciate your time, and we look forward to the next. Really. Yes. We look forward to the next, and congratulations again. You know what I mean, to the Kush. Campion, go on. Let me tell you, a whole heap of work I'm going to take on, but you can manage it. Them kids are smart. Those children are brilliant.
Better manage.
You know? We appreciate you, but listen, Pastor Rob, any final words for Empress?
Hey, let's go ahead and tell Ozzy I can't wait until you come back to Atlanta for us to hang out again. You know, maybe he'll bring you with him this time when he comes.
Yeah,
you're not coming back without that.
Yeah,
we surely.
He's on a great mission to recreate the core of Garvey.
Yes.
And to really message of Darby in this time, which is so needed when we see what's happening across the world. So I would definitely tell him to bring me along.
Of course. We look forward to seeing you on this side.
Very good.
You know, but seriously, just want to say enough big ups. And we want to shout out Janine. Janine, I know you're listening. I know you tune in. Yes, you're right. Yes, that's my girl. Love some Janine. Love Janine.
But really, truly though, you know, I want to say this to everybody listening. If you're from Jamaica and you want something in Jamaica, make can help you to do it. And that's a part of the Empress and Associates. What we're doing now is opening the doors for the diaspora. So you have a passion point, you have a business you want to do, you want to know how to invest, and what investment means is not just money. It's time. It is, maybe you've had this retirement village you wanted to build in Jamaica for 500 returning residents. I can help you with our associates to do everything and get everything done, and you will have eyes and hands on the ground where you won't need to worry. If you want to come and do a
you
meetup,
do that. So
Right.
you have literally 3 seconds to tell them exactly how to find it and how to do it. Talk to me. Talk to them.
so you can go on my website. I am Empress with a ZZ. I am Empress.com. You can go there. You can send an email. You can email me directly. My personal email is empressstv with an ss tv at gmail.com. And we can just start there. But if you go on my website, send a message there, and you can also click on associates and see all the services that we offer. We can talk and we can really build Jamaica for generations to come.
What I would like to say is that this is how we can help you. I heard you speak about the bringing the program to the diaspora. We could be your Atlanta base for that. We could Sharon and I could go ahead and we could probably set up that program here.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So
we'll chat with you after that. We'll talk about
that. All right.
We appreciate
Let's do this.
you.
Let's do this. Ready. Let's do
Done
this.
deal. There you go. There you have it, folks. Empress Golding herself. I mean, boy, it was such a pleasure having you on. We really appreciate the time. Absolutely a pleasure. Absolutely a pleasure. Appreciate it. Enough big ups to everybody. Absolutely. I'll put the earrings to the side. You hear? So I'm going to see you next time.
No problem. Give me yours. I keep mine.
We'll swap. Love you, sis. Blessings. Give those DJ Reds yelling me up. That's her DJ at the control.
Listen,
Reds.
why you being hiding your face, man?
Reds, that's the DJ at the controls right there. That's our engineer controller.
I got the screenshot. I got it.
Blessings, sis. Take care.
Same people. All right.
Have you.
Later.
Bye. Bye.
Play a commercial.
It's the annual Independence Ball and Scholarship Awards, presented by the Atlanta Jamaican Association in collaboration with the AJ Cultural and Educational Fund, Inc. Saturday, August 10, 2024, Atlanta Airport Marriott Gateway Hotel, 2020 Convention Center Concourse, College Park, Georgia, 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. Celebrate Jamaica's 62nd year as an independent nation and support higher education of the next generation. Enjoy delectable food, music from the SWAT Band, and electrifying performance from Jamaica Festival legend Roy Rayon.
I have got this feeling, a very high feeling.
Music by Mikey Sparkle Production with DJ Cold Rice on the ones and twos. Keynote speaker Keisha Thorpe, Nobel Prize educator, Global Teacher 2021, and National Teachers Hall of Fame inductee. Hosted by Will Hart. Early bird 135 to July 1, 145 after. Scan the QR code for hotel and tickets. Call 404-777-9593 or visit AtlantaJamaicanAssociation.org. Sponsors Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, GB Roofing Inc., Metals and Materials Engineers, Couples Resorts Jamaica, and PNC.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Wow, what a great show we are having this evening. Some very important folks that stopped by this evening. Got the Empress herself and the doctor before then, and before then we heard about netballers. So we just have everybody stopping by here on Caribbean Extravaganza. Just want to let everyone know that the effort for the hurricane relief still going on. Caribbeanlifetv right here is a place that you could come by if you can't get down to the shipping area. I'll get that information for you. Just drop off your goods down here. We'll get them to where they need to be, and keep praying for them folks down the island. It passed through Texas early today, and there was a lot of rain. a lot of rain in Texas, and we're praying for those folks that are in Texas, and we're praying that Beryl will just kind of cool down for a second. You know, I knew one girl by the name of Beryl. when I was coming up, well, she was all right though. Not like that. You know, this Beryl here different.
It's the special one.
Yes. But you know, all the folks down in the Virgin Islands and so forth. St. Vincent.
St. Vincent and Grenada.
The Grenadines, I believe.
Yeah, Grenada.
And
I
Grenada.
can't say the two small islands.
Yeah,
the smaller ones. So it's the Petite Martinique and boy, it start with a C, and it's not Curacao. It's the other. I carry something.
Yeah, well, they got hit hard.
But they were slammed.
Right. You know,
they were
so,
slammed.
you
So we're
know,
just praying for restoration.
Yeah,
really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we're doing our part here in Atlanta, in the Atlanta area, providing whatever we can, whatever resources we can.
And Caribbean shipping.
Shipping, La Parkin, Myers Shipping. It's a whole plethora. If you even Google it, I mean, it's out there on the web. We're posting, and there's so many different communities. If you check with your consul general's offices, even they will even lead you to the different organizations that are spearheading drop-offs. So I'm just going to say this. I'm putting it out there, Pastor Rob, because it needs to be told. You know, we've seen it happen with other devastations, elsewhere. I mean, from time to time, we want trusted sources. We want to make sure that, so we want to link. If you're in doubt at all and you want to contribute, you want to get with your consul general offices, because they would be able to provide solid information as far as funding and stuff like that. If you want to give of your money, I mean, monetary gifts and stuff like that, that would be a great one. I mean, there are a whole plethora of organizations, but, we wouldn't even go down the list because we really don't have a list of them. So you can start there.
Yeah. Yeah, or pretty much you could get in touch with the Atlanta Jamaica Association. We'll point you in the right direction. And, call here and speak to Lawrence. We'll point you in the right direction. So we just want to make sure that everyone that wants to contribute, you have the opportunity to contribute. So, as I said again, the Atlanta Jamaica Association and even right here at Caribbeanlifetv TV and radio station, we have the information here that will get you to the right areas. Okay? All right. Just want to remind everyone that the ball tickets are on sale. The ball tickets are on sale, so you want to go to the Atlanta Jamaica Association once again website and purchase your ball ticket for August the 10th. Okay. And you want to come out and check this entertaining evening at the Marriott. What I'd also like to remind folks that are coming out on this particular day is about the scholarships that are given away. And that's very important. We can come out, we can have a good time, we could dance and so forth like that, but then there's some youths that will be getting scholarships. There are, I believe, 5 scholarships that will go to children within Jamaica, and I believe there's 3 scholarships that will go to children within the Atlanta area or in the United States. So there's a lot going on that night, and to me that's the high point when we can give a student the opportunity to go through school and pay for some books or pay for a semester, or that's the high point there. So come on out and support us on August 10th, the annual Independence Ball and the scholarship awards. A lot of time we hear the part about the Independence Ball, but we don't realize that attached to that is the scholarships awards.
That's the key part right there, the scholarships.
Yes, well, we want to make sure that we continue to provide opportunities
Absolutely, for the
youths
youth. Yeah, for the youth. Yeah.
at home and
And abroad.
in the diaspora. Yeah, keynote speaker Keisha Thorpe. We're going to have her back here again,
Yes.
Sharon, within the next couple of weeks. We have to.
Wow.
Before the ball, we have to have her back.
Absolutely.
As well as Mr. Roy Ray, and I
Yes.
know we're kind of stuck for next week, but I'll get him on the show next week.
Of course.
Yes, I'll get Mr. Roy Ray on the show next week. Have him stop by here. So maybe you could sing us a couple of festivals.
We're going to be in for a treat. Yes,
yes,
we're
I
going to
think
be in for a
yeah.
treat. We're in
Yeah.
for a treat.
Yeah,
We're
and,
in for
I'll
a
get him on
treat.
the show next week. So he's going to stop by here, and of course we have Omar next week, right?
Omar, wow.
Yeah, Omar.
Nice.
Yeah, Omar's
Omar,
stopping by
okay,
next week.
nice.
From the SWAT band.
Nice.
Yeah, he's going to
Looking
be
forward.
he's actually coming in studios with us next week. Okay, so
big.
next week you definitely want to tune in next week at
Yes, it's
Caribbean
gonna be-
Extravaganza, because this is where it's happening now. Caribbean
Yes.
Extravaganza on a Tuesday evening with Sharon Thompson and Pastor Rob and DJ Reds and the crew. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying.
yes.
So you definitely don't want to miss next week's show, and we're just glad to have you with us this evening. Glad that you could took the time to stop in, listen in, and so forth like that. Okay. All right. Will Hart, of course, going to be and I want to say my condolences going out to Mr. Will Hart, because I understand that
he lost his father recently.
He lost his father recently, and we're praying for the art family as they go through these tough times here.
Yes.
Mikey Sparkles and the crew will be there on the ones and two. DJ Cole the Rice will be in the place to be at the Independent Ball. So we're just going to have a wonderful get down boogie time in the Marriott.
You hear that, Reds?
Yeah, inviting everyone out that evening. Okay, tickets once again, tickets are on sale. So please go on to the Atlanta Jamaica Association website and or call me, Pastor Rob, here, and I'll be able to point you in the right direction where you could buy your tickets. Some of the big tables up front already are filled out, so you definitely want, if you're coming to get a table, make sure that you call quickly. Those tables are going quickly. All right, Sharon. So that's what we have here. Yeah. Okay.
It was another amazing evening in the life of Caribbean Extravaganza. Danette, Keisha, Dr. Lindsay, Empress Golding, Mel J. I mean, wow. Fun packed. And in addition to what you just said, Pastor Rob, that AJA ball, it's a must. I mean, honestly, that is big time, because I can vouch for it.
Yeah,
I have a godson who went through.
I saw your pictures all over.
No, me not talk about that. Me talking about vouching for the scholarship program.
For the scholarships. Okay,
my godson is a recipient.
Really?
I mean, was a recipient, and the man, he's a grown man, 22 years old.
So what is he doing now?
Graduate of Duke University, engineer at Microsoft.
You see.
So he's gonna be. Oh no, he's not gonna make it this year, but he already has plans for next year.
But he's a person that I need to get back on the show.
Oh, he will be.
To speak about even getting a scholarship,
He will be.
And how we use that scholarship to further his education.
Absolutely.
And so forth like
Absolutely.
that.
And there are a few others that we can round up, because, you want to see your money, your donations, your funds at work. And
at work.
This is real. So, if I heard about it and I didn't see it, I would go,
Yeah.
But I've seen it in action.
Right.
And so, yes, he was a recipient probably about 5-6 years ago.
That's
and
good.
This man, God, I hate to say that, man, 22-year-old man, is at Microsoft.
That's great.
Doing great things.
Wow.
Okay, graduate of Duke University. So that's where your funds go, ladies and gentlemen, to fund people, to help these young people to be the next us, providing services and contributing to the world at large. So August 10th is going to be the day.
It's going to be a night.
It's going to be a great day. Great day. Great day.
And
put it on your calendar. Add it to your calendar if it's not already there, folks.
And I suggest that you just come in and get a room at a hotel. Just stay all night. You know, don't try to drive back home after all that alcohol is in you. You know what I'm saying?
Oops.
Just grab a room upstairs and just
Just chill.
Just chill. You know, I
You
believe
eat and you party and everything, and you don't want to go drive home. I mean, that's
Yeah.
boring. You know, next
Yeah.
day you have a brunch. You know,
But also, I would like to let folks know about August 4th, which is also put on by the Atlanta Jamaica Association, which is called the Culture Show. It's a culture show. Yeah, and this takes place. I got the flyer here on that one. This is actually the cultural extravaganza taking place on August 4th, and it's at the St. Timothy's Church.
St. Timothy on right there on Memorial.
Yeah, and this is the one that we do that you could bring the children. You know that the ball is for the adults.
Yes.
So on
That's the family one right
that's
there.
the family one. You
Yes.
come in and you have performers. We have games that are you know, the comedy that evening, dancing that evening, and so forth like that. And the price on that, I believe, is only what, $10 or so, $15. So it's not expensive. So you want to come out and check that out on August 4th. That's a cultural extravaganza, and it's taking place at St. Timothy's. I'll have more information on that next week too, as well as we'll try to get someone to speak on that particular event. Okay,
Oh, nice.
So that independent
That's a
weekend,
fun, yes, that's a
is
fun-filled,
shaping up.
yes.
So
I
you
love it.
you begin from the 4th, and you're gonna work your
Straight
way
back up to the
all
10th.
the way to the 10th. You know,
Well, 10th, 11th.
Yeah, the
11th
10th,
ish.
11th, right? Because I believe there's a breakfast after
Yes.
that Sunday.
Yes,
after,
that brunch.
for all who could get up.
You heard that, Reds? He's hinting, you know, Reds. But listen, we thank you for, spending your time, your evening with us here on
Yes.
Caribbean Extravaganza. It was real, folks. It was real. It's been real. Thank you again. And we look forward to seeing you same time, same place, 8 to 10 next Tuesday, July 16th. Is it? God.
Already. You just seem
Just
like
got
we
started.
we
Yeah, we just started.
Yeah.
I kid you not. I'm like trying to
you know,
backtrack.
I lost track down in Jamaica, so
You see, rub it in. I'm booking
you
my
know,
ticket tonight.
yeah. On future shows, I got some good clippings.
Yes.
Of the diaspora conference.
Oh, I saw
that
you.
I'll bring.
I saw you.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
you having a ball, but especially with those children.
Oh no, that was that was me
Highlight.
going. That was me going down into. I got invited to Redwood Primary.
Yes.
Because Mr. Peter Gracie, which I'll also get here, is Peter Gracie because he's head of the Southern Diaspora, but he's also a poet.
Yes.
Look him up. Very famous poet, and he does a show by the name of a poem by the name of "This is
Us."
Jamaica," and there's a competition that goes on in the schools in Jamaica, and the students recite the poem.
Yes.
And I told him that when I went to Jamaica, I would visit the school. Sharon,
Oh my gosh.
I got there around 11 o'clock, and they stopped the entire school. So they came out, and the principal came out, and the entire school was in the auditorium. They introduced me, and then they turned around and they entertained me. They sang, and I'm going to leave some of that for some clippage for you. They sang songs. They did the maypole dance.
Oh, I saw
they,
that.
Oh, my
man.
God, wasn't
I'm
something
like,
else?
Oh, that was amazing.
Oh, yeah,
Amazing.
man. So next time we all go to Jamaica, you have to come with Pastor Rob. That's all I'm going to say.
You hear that, right?
That's all I'm going to say.
We missed out.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I felt like royalty.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
I felt like royalty in there. But,
And-
beautiful people.
Yes.
And when we get a chance, Sharon,
Yes.
to
Let's
visit
get
the
there.
schools
Oh,
and
man.
go back to the primary schools,
Oh, my gosh.
we are going to be proud because guess what? Those teachers, and there were a couple of teachers that had just came out of UWI,
Yeah.
and they were there,
Eager and fresh.
eager and fresh. But they had these children. They're so polite.
Yes.
They did the poem in unison. Everybody. Oh, this is Jamaican unison. They they were kids, so they played around. But they're so uniformed. You see them in their uniforms. Their khaki suit.
I love that.
And
I
you
love
know
it.
the uniforms, and it just brought me back to when I was a youth.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. That's what I'm telling you. There's something about them uniforms that makes a big difference. The uniformity. I mean, you're on one accord. So you just feel like, okay, this person doesn't have designer this and you don't have any. I mean, there's no competition. You go to school, you focus on learning, and that's just what it makes it so much easier.
And we'll close with this.
Yes.
And I'll close with this, Sharon.
Yes.
If you believe you've seen the best of Jamaica talent yet, my God, get in those schools. Everybody's a performer.
I love it.
Every Jamaican is a performer.
Love it.
I mean, my God, man, they had so much. I could just look at stars as being born.
Oh, yeah. I saw the little boys, and I'm thinking, those little boys know how to dance? I mean, I was shocked. I was really shocked. I'm not going to lie. You took me. I was taken aback when I saw them clippings. I'm like, them little boys. I thought they would have been shy. Them doing the Brookings, whatever you call that.
The new dances.
The new dance.
New dance and the old dances.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man.
All right. So
well,
here we have it.
There you have
Sharon.
it.
Wow. It's been a night, and we want to wish you a safe rest of the evening and safe rest of the week.
Yes.
We'll be right back next week, right?
Same place, same time, 8 to 10, Caribbean Extravaganza. See you right here. Thank you. Peace out.